Today I have some very shocking news to hit you with. I am working on a survival horror game that has some first person shooter elements. I'm probably not going to be so good at this because I don't create anything that is scary at all, but I'm trying my best. While I don't really have to worry about scariness because, well, if you've seen the recent success of one Unity game, Baldi's Basics, that's a horror game edutainment. You may have heard of it, but it was quite popular quite recently on YouTube, and I was thinking maybe I should have a go at creating a horror game in Unity, so that's what I've done. And I'm thinking, instead of having something on mobile or something that isn't so realistic, for someone like me who wants to make a horror game scary, I'm trying to make it look realistic, but then it's not gonna be with me making the horror game, it's not gonna be so scary because I can't scare anyone besides my cousins or someone who, like, that would be a surprise scare as well. I know what I'm doing though, so that's good for me because I know what I'm doing. I know how I'm gonna make it seem a little bit dark by literally making the maze dark. Yeah, it's straightforward, but it's also, there's some bits that aren't going to be so straightforward. Like, I'm going to create a little cinematic for the first time in a Unity game that I've made. I'm going to create a cinematic for when you get out, and it's going to be physics based, so basically it's just going to be a camera gets dropped onto a sharp rock and then black out, and then some text will appear on the screen. I'll also make it seem a little bit spoopy with the yes, I did just say spoopy, with text on the screen at the start telling you what to do, but it will seem like the creature you're running away from, which is inspired by the Greek myth or mythology creature, the Minotaur, or the Minotaur, wherever you come from in the world, that's how you pronounce it here, Minotaur. And it's basically like, I've combined a raven, because they're some dark bird, with a goblin, basically. The textures are a little bit messed up, so that's why everything will turn up a bright pink on the actual footage of me making the game in the background. Anyway, it would be interesting to see if I can actually pull off a somewhat scary horror game. So what I'm going to talk about now is about what I'm going to do for this game, as in release and platforms wise. I'm going to release it on PC, and I'm going to make it a Portal Network exclusive. By the way, the Portal Network's coming out August 20th, which is in 19 days from the day I'm recording this commentary. Anyway, so now what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about what I think would be great inside a horror game that I've made. So obviously I'm going to have to try and get rid of the whole, like, try not to make it as scary thing that's going on inside of me, because it's a horror game, or there's going to be some dark elements to it. So obviously I'm going to have to try my best, and I know the elements of a horror game, so there'll be stuff like jump scares, dark stuff, although not necessarily jump scares, because it'll just be when you get caught, the cinematic will play where you get dropped down, although you will get, like, injured. I haven't really fully sorted this out, but you will get some sort of attack from the Raven Minotaur thing. I need to find a good name for that as well that will show your spine. Hopefully I can actually pull that off. Anyway, so it's maze, so it's a maze, and it's also quite dark, because mazes in horror games are always meant to be dark, unless you can pull it off without that. Anyway, I'm going to end the video in a minute now. So what I'm going to do just before I have to end this video is I'm going to quickly go over what I'm going to do for it otherwise, like with beating the game. So when you beat the game, or to beat the game I should say, you will have to take out 3 little like stones that is keeping the Raven Minotaur alive, and after that you just have to get to this little teleporting cube, and that will, or the stones will actually give him magic, because you don't actually end up killing the thing. In my plans, I haven't written down kill the thing, although that would be interesting, so I might put that in. Anyway, you will have to get to this teleportation cube, which will be where you started in the first place, and then after you come into contact with that, you'll be teleported out into a car and you'll be driving off, or it'll seem like you're driving off, and then after 5 seconds of that, text will appear on the screen that will say you win, and then you'll be put back into the main menu. Anyway, I'm going to end this video off here. It was a little bit short, but thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.